Welcome to the Nyancast, Sakuga Special.
What?
Sakuga? Do you know what Sakuga means?
No.
I've said Sakuga like 1,000 times around you. I can't believe this just came out.
You know I drift in and out.
Shut the fuck up. Sakuga is a Japanese word that means animation.
Okay.
So
why couldn't you just say animation?
Because Sakuga refers to a specific thing.
Fucking weeb.
I am. I'm dirty trash.
By the way, I'm Sam.
I'm Jim. Welcome to the Sakuga Special. So, Sakuga is a Japanese word that means animation, but what it refers to are those really awesome cuts of animation. They're like 10 to 15 seconds where animation suddenly gets really fluid and good in anime. Like, there's a whole website called Sakuga that is just cataloging different cuts of anime. Silent, like there's no sound. Mm-hmm. But it's just like a GIF or a weapon of a really good cut, and then it says the animators that worked on it if they know it. I love Sakuga, and it's already been a minute. We haven't introduced it. So this episode of the Nyancast, we just watched episode 22 of Fate Apocrypha. Uh-huh. We both have had zero exposure to the Fate franchise.
I have very little. Like, I watched one episode of Fate Zero and got bored.
I haven't even gotten that
It
far.
was an hour-long episode, and I got bored.
Well, the people are going to shit on you for that.
I don't care. Fate fans are very weird.
Fate fans? Okay, let's get this out of the way. I know nothing about Fate. I don't care about Fate.
I know Saber's a thing. I know Archer's a thing.
Saber's pretty cute,
I know Saber. I know Archer's like the fucking tan, like the bronze skinned man who had like an hour-long monologue because I watched Salty Bet, and like when his people pick his character in like the custom one because he had like an hour-long monologue before the fight actually starts.
All right.
Unlimited blade works, he says. Like,
Unlimited blade
that's what it sounds like. It's really funny.
So basically, this new series came out. Fate fans, I guess, are creaming themselves.
I saw it on Netflix before, but...
basically, the only reason I'm even aware of this is because everyone on the internet who talks about anime is like, holy shit, episode 22, it's literally just like one giant Sakuga like fight scene. They apparently got like every animator in Japan to work on like a cut of it. And it shows. That's one thing I do want to talk about.
Yeah.
It shows. So if you haven't watched the episode we're talking about, even if you haven't seen any Fate, I recommend watching it right now. Because it actually is incredible.
Uh-huh.
The animation...
It's pretty cool.
The animation is some of the most wildly inconsistent animation I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. But, like, it is gorgeous.
Uh-huh.
If you're an animation guy like me, go watch it right now. We're going to spoil it.
First one episode. Yeah. I have no idea what's going on.
Alright, so explain the plot of this episode to me, Sam.
I had what I guess was Saber.
The blonde girl.
The blonde girl who I'm getting a Saber of this one, who I know it is like King Arthur and like usually in the usual sense of Fate. Was fighting this cat girl on top of a plane. They beat up the plane, but the plane was fine. Then
Cat girl transforms.
Cat girl transformed into Dark Cat Girl. She had like a pig on her arm for some reason.
Yeah, she has like boar feet too.
Yeah, that's weird. I guess cats
turned
into
pigs. She had horns too.
She had wings too.
She did have wings.
And then they crash land on this like a floating city or some shit. Like did you notice that? Like when they crash land, it was like in the air.
Yeah, I'm just going through right now.
Yeah, so they crash like on there, and then they fight some more, and then we cut to like bland anime looking protagonist fighting this like blaze blue looking character while this generically glasses coon character like also listens in, and they kind of monologue trying to make a deal, but like they made okay, we'll make the deal. Then the bland character coon fights blaze blue guy, and then
he becomes a big buff man too.
Yeah, he eventually got the big buff man. Then he cut back to the other fight where then Saber
they're in a floating thing.
Yeah, Saber like runs away because Achilles the motherfucker comes in. I forget his name, but he had like a bloody heel, so I'm presuming he was Achilles.
I think he's Ryder, they called him.
Yeah, something like that. And he fights the cat girl instead because he made a promise or some shit to make her not go evil, which I guess she was going evil.
What I got out of Cat Girl's whole thing was that she wanted children to not be sad.
She wanted her wish. I know the premise of like they get the Holy Grail Wars, and like I think the winner gets like a wish. I'm not sure if like I know there's like it's like they have like a human master, and then like and then they have their summon. I think it's supposed to kind of be.
I guess
with like a famous figure in like mythological history or history.
And
or
that's what they
like
become. I guess.
I don't think they become before it was like them, but I don't know. I guess they become them now. Or it's kind of weird, but yeah. So she wants every child to be loved in the world.
The cat girl, yeah.
And if she's getting corrupt for becoming trying to get that wish.
Yeah, the one dude, Ryder, said that she was like corrupted and like
or he's trying to stop her from going completely corrupt or something like that, which he. But so yeah, there's 2 fights going on in this episode. Everything seems they all have swords, but they never actually sword fight. They just
there's a little bit of sword fighting.
They cause nukes to go off with their swords. It seems like
yeah.
lava
So okay,
and
we're watching the cat girl fighting. What's your name? Saber right now, and she is just raining. Yeah, like these pink purplish arrows. Like it is insane.
Also, like the Saber doesn't fight with a sword; she fights with a flag.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, stupid. She's also like she's like a Guilty Gear character that fights with the
She
flag.
really does look like a Guilty Gear.
They're all like Guilty Gear characters and BlazBlue characters. Yeah. So it ends up with Catgirl versus Achilles, and then buff dude fighting BlazBlue character, which then this girl with a shield comes in, the shield of Achilles or something like she says.
The shield like makes a whole like world. The one character says, "Oh my god, it's a whole world."
Yeah,
and it's this giant green like city that it builds.
And so basically, BlazBlue guy dies, and then Achilles and Catgirl die. That's the episode.
Yeah, but in between all these like monologue parts, there's just incredible and beams and explosions and characters like this is gorgeous.
And we were also interrupted by like black-haired elf girl just on a really high throne talking to Saber because Saber runs off immediately to like her throne not even like 2 seconds.
There's an elf girl who I guess is like the queen.
She belonged to like that elf girl from Restaurant.
She really did, yeah. Restaurant to Another World.
Yeah,
but basically like it's just the biggest problem with this from like if I was a fan of a show, okay. What's a show that you really like that has like 20 episodes?
Gurren Lagann.
Oh, that's a bad example. Gurren actually has really good animation. You know that one shitty episode of Gurren Lagann that is like not done by Trigger or was done by Gaston? Yeah. Gaston. I'm a Gainax. He does have a bloody heel. We're just watching this in the background when we talk. Imagine if that episode was done by every Japanese animator ever. Like. It would look incredible just because like there's constantly movement. Like right now there's a character just walking, but he's drawn like with way more frames than anime normally is drawn. I think anime is normally drawn on like 3s or 4s. You know what that means?
Yeah, my favorite part is like when they cut to her going to the third room, that CG door just opens up like really
I screamed because the animation looked terrible. Do you know what it means to animate on like 3s and 4s? Do you know what that means?
You can explain like I know what it means.
I might be wrong, but it's like how many frames of animation you're doing like per second. No, wait, that's wrong. I don't know. Basically, like it's a term. I'm gonna sound like an idiot. Hold on, wait. Basically, when something's animated on ones, it's like one. I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking because I clearly don't understand.
I cannot animation.
I cannot articulate this better. But when you say something's animated on 2s or animated on 1s, that's like very fluid. Like all Disney movies are animated on like 1s because it's like hold on.
Sorry. Explain animation, Jim. Come on, all you gotta do as a non-animator, you gotta explain how the animation works.
Okay, wait. So I think it's every frame is an animation. So yeah, so when something is animated on 1s, it's every new frame is an animation. What is it? There's like 24. I think anime is 24 frames per second. All right, sorry for the confusion. So
God damn it, Jim.
If you think about that, like okay, every second is 24 new drawings. Some of these look like they're animated on 2s, but still, like every second is 12 drawings. Like that is incredible, and it really shows.
It was cool, yeah. It was really impressive. Like I was more one to watch the Catgirl fight.
Me too. So the Catgirl fight was more interesting in like the movement of the characters, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Whereas the other fight between the two guys was like
just nukes and fire going off.
Like this. This is gorgeous. Okay, wait. I want to talk about this scene. So there's a part where I don't know any of these characters' names.
I call him BlazBlue guy.
Okay, so BlazBlue guy, he's got a big red jewel on his chest. This is like the highlight of the problem with it, is how inconsistent the character designs are. So look at him right here. This is going to be terrible for a podcast. So he's drawn like you can put in normal style. I might actually try and find gifs of this when I do this. So he's drawn in normal style. Then suddenly we've got this like Gainax style.
That reminded me of like but also it kind of reminded me of like Mob Psycho when he kind of goes like the pencil kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Pencil's a good way to describe it. So yeah, it shows him in a close up and he's all pencil drawn. But look at him. So this is like maybe 4 seconds, 5 seconds of animation, and then it goes back and look. he looks completely different from the first frame. He's got like a pointy chin. His nose is non-existent. So yeah, it kind of like jumps around with like, I don't know. It's fascinating to me. You don't see this.
Yeah.
This is a reason why I want to do this episode. A, because there's a cat girl.
Close enough. This is the one with the Frankenstein. Okay.
What?
This is the show that had the Frankenstein girl.
Oh, that everyone loved. Okay.
Yeah. I was trying to like I saw something else on the show. It's a Frankenstein girl.
But like look at this one. Like he looks like a freaking look at that Sam. He looks like a shoujo character here. Like it's just baffling and like it's fascinating.
The bags
to
under
me.
their eyes kind of reminds me of like a Trigger thing where they have like the bags under their eyes sometimes. Like,
I'm just like. I think it's really rad. This is like an experimental animation.
A lot of Fate fans just kind of watch it for the action, like because they know they're gonna get like crazy fight scenes out of like this series. And that's like the. And
I totally, after watching this, I get it. Like I would watch if this were the quality, which I know
it's not.
This is the exception, not the rule. If this is what the quality of a Fate show is, I would be like, yo, I don't fucking care what they're talking about. Just give me these incredible action sequences where characters are shooting Kamehameha lasers out of their swords. It's constantly changing their character models every 3 seconds.
Unfortunately, like he should have stayed like that form for the entire show, not just be like the bland looking protagonist character.
Yeah, the whole transforming thing is kind of weird.
But like he looks cool, but he turns back like he just looks like a bland like character, like main character.
Yeah.
Even like the glasses kid, like what's the glasses guy gonna do? He makes people disappear in like a fucking room. That was like all I saw. But like.
Yeah, it's just cool shit, man.
Really cool.
It's just cool looking shit. I like the cat girl. She's pretty hot.
I still don't care much about Fate.
Oh, I don't care at all about Fate. I just thought that this was cool. And I love the idea. Like, what if a show... Dear viewer, what's your favorite show? Imagine episode 20 of your favorite show just being like this weird experimental animation. Like, everyone in Japan gets to do a 5-second cut. I think that's really fascinating. It also, like, just destroys the aesthetic of the show, in my opinion. Like this episode has the aesthetic is just good animation.
Well, that's probably why they didn't put it early on in the show and probably wait till like near the end of the show so you don't like people like, oh, I can't wait to see more of this and not get that.
And I'm sure there were people that were probably disappointed by this in a weird way because they're just like, why do the characters look weird every frame? But in my opinion, like every frame of the show is like gorgeous. Everything is like so. The only uninteresting parts were the CGI door.
The elf girl.
The elf girl scenes, they were really boring. The backgrounds were pretty, that when they weren't CG.
You mean where they weren't just like fire in the background or like rocks?
No, I just mean like in the throne room.
Yeah.
There was one part
the plane
where it
looked
wasn't.
good.
The plane actually did look really good.
Like when they fight on the plane.
Fighting sequence on the plane was really cool.
But like, yeah, it looked cool, but like I don't want to watch the show more.
But this is why I love anime. Like, this is like, it is still a distillation of like,
one of the best things you should have for anime is animation. Like,
yes.
Showing off like creative uses for animation is awesome. While having a good around story around it too is good. But
But like just like this opening scene, like the character animation is movie quality. This is something you'd see out of a movie.
Yeah.
Like right now we're watching the scene where the cat girl transforms for the first time.
Yeah.
It's just, like. That's why when I watched Redline, I was so blown away because I was just like, this is what it should look like, just constantly beautifully drawn.
Like, there's a reason why it's a movie because they had to put a lot of work into it, and once you wanted to show,
like 9 years of work, I think, went into Redline.
Yeah,
but this movie,
okay, so according to Netflix, she was just mad with fury and unable to forgive Ruler for what she did to the Jack the Ripper children. Atlanta challenged her to a battle to the death. Clearly, I missed the point of the episode.
Yeah, you could have explained it in one sentence.
I'm sorry, but if I knew Jack the Ripper had children, I would have understood why she'd be angry.
What was I gonna say? Oh, but no, this kind of reminded me of like when I was a kid and I was like turn on Adult Swim at night and get like episode fucking like 24 of a Gundam show or something, like just like Inuyasha, some show like I hadn't been exposed to. And, like, you don't know what's happening, you don't know the characters, but you can just be like, whoa, this looks badass.
Yeah, it's like me catching an early episode of Fully Cooley and seeing, like, the weird, like, the animation. Like,
that's actually a decent comparison.
Like seeing, like, the in the first episode, like, the scene where the show just turns to, like, a manga, like, manga panel, and just seeing that for the first time in anime, where it's like, This is like crazy.
Especially just like catching that. Like I actually had a similar experience with Fully Cooley. Like I just turned a random episode on. I had no idea that it was like this really contained series of like OVAs actually, but because for all I know, like anime is always like 1 million episodes because my Dragon Ball cartoons are 1 million episodes.
There's in the first episode also the shot where she's like giving the main character like CPR, and it goes to this crazy like panoramic shot.
Of, it goes CG and
CG goes around and like everything, and like it's so cool. Like like
it gave me that feel you get when you're like a little kid and you're like, whoa, this is what anime is like.
I've never seen this. All I've seen was SpongeBob.
The irony is that this is not what anime looks like all the time. This is very much like the weird exception. I don't know.
Weirdest thing I've seen is SpongeBob go through the perfume section with a gas mask and they get lifted up and sprayed.
That's real Sakuga.
That's real animation.
I don't know. Like recently, I've just had a thought. Like, there's too much anime to enjoy all of it.
Yeah.
And I like having like a year where I can get a show like Princess Principal, where it's like.
The thing is, there's so much out there. There's stuff for everyone.
Yeah.
There's stuff for story and like anime, stuff for like the being more visual. Like there's always animes that lean towards one thing or another. There's always different genres for that, and it's just like just seeing like stuff like this happen is like really cool in like an episode where like I know there's a fight going on. I can watch this episode like alone and then kind of like there's gonna be a little bit of plot in there you're not gonna understand, but
you just totally turn your brain off. Yeah, be like, show me beautiful things for 20 minutes.
Like your brain shut off, but then like when you see the door open, you're like, fuck that door.
The door broke my immersion.
Yeah, like, fuck that door.
The CG door.
We literally both said fuck that door like when that happened.
Like you couldn't have just had one poor Japanese man spend 20 hours drawing a door opening. Come on.
CG never looks good.
No, especially like
they only CG'd her flag too, which is kind of
that was okay.
It's just like if you're gonna give your character a flag, you don't have to always give your character a flag.
It was a weird choice.
Yeah.
But just like I don't know, seeing stuff like this, it makes me very happy because
I like her flag kind of turns into like a lance though. It wraps up and like turns into like a speed. Like
that is really cool actually.
It's like a lance on them, but it wraps up so you don't have to animate it like flapping around. But,
but like I don't know. This makes me love this. This is what I love about anime because like I watch a lot of cartoons, like a lot of American adult cartoons, and they almost never look good. Like
Avatar is probably the only exception, but like
Avatar is probably the best looking American cartoon ever. Actually, like American serialized cartoon, because most like TV show animated shows they have to save money, so it's a lot of characters standing around. Anime in particular is just like mouth flaps, and then you have like one cool cut of animation per episode. And like a show like BoJack Horseman is a show I really like, but it's not well animated. It just has very good like character designs.
You character design, but it uses like the poor like animation to its probably advantage. I haven't watched BoJack, but
it's not poor animation. Design. It's pretty. I mean, animation. I think the character designs are pretty like complex in a way.
Yeah,
especially like the textures.
I always watched like South Park, watch it evolve from like it's the the cutouts, like a cheap, quick show like that. Like they can write the story and focus more on that than the actual like. Animation.
It's almost like shame. I would like to see them do an old episode like that. Though.
Yeah, but now you see it now. Like they actually do like well animated. Like the characters like weirdly move to 3D. It's like kind of cool. Like I find it like interesting.
South Park does do like shots like that sometimes. It's really jarring.
I love the anime episodes. Are great too.
That one's really
funny. They just change the style. They're not afraid to try like new styles and everything, which is cool.
They can just do whatever the fuck they want.
They can.
South Park too.
Yeah,
they have a lot of freedom.
They could probably make a really like cool project if they had like.
If they were like interested in doing that, which
like they made a fucking movie about like the puppets, like Team America. Like,
I wish they would do more stuff like that.
So
like,
Team America was great.
If you think about like how weird it was that exists and like the whole like doll sex scene too, like
go off like the Thunderbirds, I think it's called Thundermans or Thunderbirds. It's like a show about like puppet. It was like one of those old like 70s show, like all like that, like on puppets, strings. And,
that's funny, like marionettes.
Yeah, marionettes. But like it's like I wish they could do more. Like they're so creative when it comes like their own project. But so like
like I would love to see the Book of Mormon. I've heard that's really good.
Yeah, but like Avatar is the only thing like I really think of like
for good American animation besides movies. I mean, of
there
course,
there are some like
Jimmy Neutron is like just beautifully like the Sakuga and Jimmy Neutron.
Like there are episodes on like probably Cartoon Network shows where they kind of go into like an episode where they just do like crazy things. Like I'm not sure if like Adventure Time or like a regular show did something like that.
Well, actually, Adventure Time had an episode directed by the guy that did Devilman.
Did he?
And it's gorgeous because he's a beautiful mind and he's the coolest guy ever.
I basically there's one episode where like It was like the only episode they played a Katsucon on TV when we were eating. It was like
the Teen Titans.
Of like the music video. It was like this one song, but they completely changed the animation styles. Like
that was like funny, but it wasn't like well animated.
I know, but it's like stuff like that. I wish people like try more unique things, like other than like their base thing they have to do.
Yeah, it's something different.
I like when they try to do something new in like established show or something like that.
The only example recently. And it's not a good example because Voltron is not a good show. Like, visually...
Old words from Jimmy.
Visually, Voltron is, like... Okay, like, I mean, the aesthetic is fine, but the animation is very poor. A lot of the time.
A lot poor.
Whenever they fight... Whenever it's, like, fighting, a lot of it is, like, still frames. Even the CG. Like, the point of using CG is so you don't have to do, like, cheap, what's it called? Corner cutting techniques. But they'll just do still frames of the CG models and like, this looks terrible. But like, I just watched an episode and there's a character who was like a sword dude, and he had a really good fight scene. It was really well animated where he sliced up 3 robots, and then the next scene was the other character who's with fighting someone, and the camera does those cheap effects where it like zooms in and like shakes and like they add like shitty effect, and it was like that one looked good. Like it looked good for 5 seconds. Like
there's
fix it.
That's so bad, man. It's like unforgivable.
It really is sad because I like Voltron, but it's not good.
I'm sorry.
Oh, also another one, Totally Spies. I was watching a video on Totally Spies recently. Totally Spies is surprisingly well animated and visually interesting.
I mean, so Code Lyoko, like...
No, it's not. Like, don't say Code Lyoko is well animated. Shut your fucking mouth.
The CG is better animated than
most. Okay, actually it is pretty fluid.
You ever watch the original reboot?
Yeah.
Did you hear about the
reboot of Reboot?
It's live action.
Make that joke. Yeah, I've heard it's horrible.
Nope. Reboots are precious. You remember Cubics?
I do remember Cubics. Right. I had a Cubics toy when I was little, and I had like some YouTuber did a video on it, and I had like the most big nostalgia wave ever. It was like, weird.
I think Burger King or McDonald's had like a toy of it.
Yeah, that must have been it. Oh my god, the nostalgia. The heavy nostalgia vibes right now.
The Cubics have mysteriously vanished in like the world.
What are they? I don't even know what they are. That and that shitty little GoBot not GoBots. Every time we hang out,
Beast Wars.
No,
Beast Wars?
I didn't know. Metabots. Metabots is like one of those other sources of like deep nostalgia that I know nothing about. They were just like these shitty little robots that you fight. It's kind of like Zatch Bell but with robots.
I love Zatch Bell.
Zatch Bell's creepy and I hate it.
I love Zatch Bell. We should do an episode. There's a horse guy. He was like one of the puppet guys.
Terrible.
Oh, I remember the game. I remember the game cover. Yeah, the Game Boy Advance game. I always see
this game. This is like heavy nostalgia, dude. Like heavy. The nostalgia is like max right now. Because basically, like you had little. It was like the most gamified thing ever. Like you had these little tokens that you'd put in your watch or whatever, and it would give your Metabot new powers.
Give you a Metabot. Like the anime waifu ones on the right.
Oh, they're pretty hot.
It looks like a mermaid.
Yeah, that's dumb.
But yeah.
Oh, there's a cat girl, Sam. We're gonna do it.
Jesus Christ, Metabots. No, but yeah, I don't know. It's some weird animation, man.
The vibes are crushing me right now, dude. Look at that Sakuga right there.
That animation.
Have you? Okay, speaking of, since we're doing a Sakuga talk, have you seen anything from the new what's it called? Precure, the new Pretty Cure show. Precure is like a magical girl show that is like weird. It's like on Netflix. It's called Glitter Force.
I've seen it on Netflix, but I never. Why would I watch that? Because
it's actually really good and everyone loves it.
You said the same thing about fucking Ladybug, but I don't give a shit about.
Okay, that. I don't actually like Ladybug. I like her character design a lot, but I think the new show's Precure.
Pretty what?
Pretty Cure. But then there's been so many like amazing Sakuga scenes from this new show. I've seen people. It is like the coolest thing ever.
My favorite thing. You ever watch the Boondocks on Adult Swim?
I never really could get into it.
They have moments where they're kind of like recreating like famous anime fight scenes and animate into their animate them like the same thing to their show, and it's like awesome.
Yeah.
Like they'll do like the train scene from Cowboy Bebop movie.
Oh yeah,
like that's so awesome.
Well, don't they just like draw over it though? They
may. I'm not sure that.
I remember seeing a clip where it was like, oh, so you just copied the fight scene.
I'm not sure. I don't think they painted it. I'm sure they painted it over. They made it, but they have a lot of inspiration from like Japanese stuff.
Maybe it's called Magical Doremi. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I don't care.
No, Sam, we need to watch these cool
No,
animation cuts.
this.
They're so... We're not going to watch the show. We'll watch the cuts.
But yeah, so... I'm trying to think about any other good, like, American, like, made animated stuff.
No.
No?
No.
No, any other things you want to...
Besides movies.
Anything you want to quiz it or talk about and similar things? Not this show?
Precure. I need to find these cool fights, though.
Jim, you don't have to.
Alright, whatever. I'll show you later. No, I don't really have any other...
Your final thoughts? Would that make you want to watch all of Fate?
No. Definitely not. I've had friends years ago recommend Fate Zero. I might end up watching that. Just because I love Gen. You know I love Urobuchi Gen.
I'll take your word for it.
He wrote Madoka.
Okay.
He wrote Psycho-Pass.
He wrote Fate.
He wrote all your favorite. He wrote Fate Zero.
Okay.
He wrote all your favorites. You just don't know.
I like Psycho-Pass.
He's the only anime writer that anyone ever talks about.
Okay.
He didn't write Psycho-Pass 2, though.
Okay, but Psycho-Pass 2 wasn't nearly as good as the first one, but I still enjoyed it.
I never watched it, because it wasn't by him. But I wouldn't watch this show. You can't make me watch this shitty show.
I've never watched Fate series. I probably still won't.
I would definitely watch this episode again, though. I want to show this to... I want to bring this episode to people. I want people to, like...
Jim, we're going to give a panel where you show only this episode?
Oh, wait, that'd be amazing. I want to do a Sakuga panel.
At midnight where everyone's drunk and hungover.
And sleeping.
Drunk and sleepy and maybe hungover from drinking all day.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, yeah. I recommend this episode, but not the show, because I don't care. Jim, stop trying to bring up...
yeah. Alright, so I think it's time.
Oh, wait. First off, Cat Girl, though.
Oh, there is a cat girl on the show, yeah.
What do you think?
Is she cute?
Yeah.
She's pretty hot.
She's
Actually,
fine.
I liked her clothing. She's, like, almost nude.
Yeah, you prefer Cat Girl or Boar Girl?
Fuck Boar Girl.
But yeah, it's cool. I like it. It's cool. That's all we gotta say, because we didn't watch. We don't have much attachment to her.
Nope.
So. Alright, Jim, get it out of the way.
Alright.
Get it out of the way. Stop freaking up Precure. Jesus, Jim. You can't just make the noise that are just like... Not how you... So you're opening a can, but then just sucking it...
Sucking it dry. It's time
you can find
for root beer
you can find stock sound effects, like, very easily.
That's a lot of effort, though, Sam. It's a lot of effort.
I'm sure it is. Stop looking up shit and just go back to the fucking
Audacity. I'm sorry that I want to show you
just go back to Audacity. I don't care about this fucking Magical Girl show you're trying to get me to watch.
Sorry that I'm trying
Monica's the only one I've ever...
Okay, we're gonna watch
this
one. We'll watch it after the show.
No, stop. Stop it, Jim.
Look at the animation.
I don't care. Just talk about your fucking drink talk, okay?
So Sam was drinking root beer earlier, and I started making fun of him.
What are you drinking? What did you
I drank Coke.
What special thing did you drink in recently?
Recently, I had a Genji.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
That segues into our con talk.
Yeah, we went to KatsuCon.
Special announcement. We went on a con.
Yeah, Jim had a.
We went to a con last 4 weeks ago.
I had a Genji. You had the Tracer though.
I like whichever one had tequila.
Tracer was tequila. Genji with the apple Crown Royal.
Okay, no, I like the tequila one.
Yeah, I like the Crown Royal one.
It was tequila. I think it was melon. No, it was tequila Midori, which is a Japanese melon liqueur, and something else. It was really good. It was lime or something.
Yeah,
just chugging those boys.
Mine
down.
was like apple. Like it's like basically an all apple like drink. It was delicious for Genji.
So yeah, it was a really fun time.
Yeah, how was your first con?
Really fun.
I'm glad.
It was my first. Yeah, my first ever con. I was a little baby boy.
Yeah. I
got to see a lot of cool cosplay. It was really crowded though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but it still was way more organized than it has been. So I'm glad you went to this one more so the other one because other than the last day where the dealer's room was like the line was like never ending for the entire day, which was terrible because we didn't get it. But we got all the stuff we wanted.
Yeah.
Though.
Luckily, I'm looking at my things right now. I got a cool ass Megumin statue from Konosuba. And I got I think it was like a Monogatari Madoka crossover figure, and it's Homura from Madoka, but she's dressed in like this really cool red dress, and she's in the seductive pose.
My sister was kind of jealous of you.
It was a steal too. I think I got it for like what? Like
30?
It was 30, yeah. It was
like 30, 35. Because, yeah. And you got the 3 prints too, right?
Yeah, I got 2 Bloodborne prints because I love Bloodborne.
They were really cool. I kind of envy now because they finally...
And an Aegis from Persona. I had a really good time. I do not regret my purchases. I was happy.
I'm glad you had fun. I said you got a better scheduling idea of cons now. So
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. It would have been really cool to stay at the hotel.
Yeah, that hotel is a pain though.
Like, I can see.
You could tell by the elevators.
But it would have been bomb to get really drunk and hook up with that really hot Rohan cosplayer I saw. She was very hot.
Yeah, good for you. I'm glad you had fun. We had fun at Dewar's room or
game
room.
We got drunk and went to a 18 plus Modica panel about Metal Girls. Thanks Ninapedia for hosting it and recommending pretty cool shamanic princess.
Yeah, Jim got some recommendations. Good recommendations out of that.
Yeah, there's that one show that she recommended where she's like, "Don't watch this show, it's terrible," and I'm like, "Oh, I want to watch this show." It was funny because her whole thing was
don't touch it. Okay.
Yeah. It was literally like her saying, "Don't watch this show, it's terrible." It is Modica, but don't watch it. And I was like, I should watch it. It's not a good.
Like, it's Modica, but don't watch it. Yeah, I bought a Frieza figure because I got Frieza. I have a Frieza and Cell figure.
That looks awesome.
I got a Nico Robin figure.
Okay, explain.
All right, so this one I got this more out of like curiosity.
Sure.
I seriously was super curious about this. It's like it changes color with like. They had a couple figures. They had that one. It had like a Bunny Bulma from Dragon Ball too, of like one like that.
So
but
what
like
does it do?
If you get it like wet, it like changes color.
No, not only does it change color.
Yeah, it comes see-through.
Yes, it is a blue shirt that becomes see-through.
We were all very interested and very drunk. We got drunk. Like, everyone was like, we got to try it. We were like, yeah, we got to open this.
And Sam ripped it out immediately. Started pouring.
Everyone ripped open their fucking figure. Everyone ripped open. Everyone in that room opened up.
You're the only one that poured water all over it, though.
I did, but it was cool.
It was hilarious.
I like Nika, I like Robin because she didn't do as much merch as like the other ones do, but that's like the only thing I could find I didn't have.
Do you like Nico Ni?
No, I hate Love Live. It's Love Live, right?
Yes, I hate Love Live.
And yeah, I got that. Yeah, those are two figures I wanted to get. I wanted to get the Aqua one, but it's too expensive.
Yeah, there was a Megumin one that I wanted that had her cat with her, and it was like $200. Like,
yeah. And then I got apparently I guess like a symbiote, like Venom, Carnage, Anti-Venom. That's a really cool, the one really cool art of that. Like, and then I got an Aqua from Konosuba print that came out really cool.
Yeah, I love that one. That was awesome.
And I got like 2 pins. I think one of the I think it was like a Godzilla pin with Mothra and Gigan, which I really liked. And then yeah, that's
I wasn't a huge fan of that art. I didn't like the pin.
I like the little art at all. I like the little chibi, got kaiju. But yeah, it was fun though. We drank a lot. we got some delicious food at that Chinese place right next to the hotel.
Yeah,
that was so good. The sushi delicious. Sliders are so cool.
I didn't have one of those. They looked really cool.
They were cool. Little
I had a crispy beef. I think everyone except you had crispy beef.
Yeah, I got the chicken fried rice.
And it was delicious. I never had it before.
They gave me I got green tea to drink, and they're like, you want the honey sugar? Yeah, so they're gonna put it in there, but they got me a whole thing like honey, different kinds of sugar. Like they're pampering me right now with this tea. Like it's insane. That was delicious though. Like we got the yin yang fries too. Like that food was great.
Oh yeah, that place was really awesome.
Yeah, so we had a lot of fun. You get some pictures of cosplayers.
Yeah, I was really happy to see a lot of Land of Lustrous cosplayers.
There were a lot.
There were a lot, and they were cool too because they were late. Like anytime I saw a manga, like a current manga cosplay character, I was like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm rewarded for keeping up with this.
So, what was your overall best 2 or 3 cosplays that you saw?
The Rohan girl, because she was really hot. Jeez, this is hard. There was that one Nier Automata boss. That was fucking awesome.
The one with the dolls on it?
Yeah. If you played Nier Automata, there's a boss that you fight that's like an opera singer theme, and someone did that incredibly well. It was perfect. They even had the little Yorha android corpses. And I'm trying to think.
Well, for me, we probably agree with your third one, but the guy who was Agent J from Men in Black, yes. He was just Will Smith. He looked like Will Smith, and he had the little memory eraser thing, it was amazing. Like that one, I fucking loved.
There were too many good ones. I took a lot of pictures of Land of the Lustrous cosplayers.
Yeah, there's some really good ones. That was probably the Will Smith one. Definitely my fucking favorite one.
Oh, and Lightning McCree.
Lightning McCree was fucking great.
They were dressed up like McCree from Overwatch, but had a Lightning McQueen like a shoulder prosthetic. It was funny.
One guy had Joanna. I remember the persona. Remember the motorcycle they had for the persona? That was really cool.
That was really cool.
And anyone who does stands is always really great.
There's a good amount of JoJo stuff.
Yeah, a lot of Part 6. We saw a lot of Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters was the most common one. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
And a lot of Jolene's too.
Yeah, no, wasn't they nearly, but the Foo Fighters was like insane amount of her.
And a Hermes. That Hermes is really good.
Oh my god, that one Hermes is spot on. Like, I love Hermes.
It's very fun. It's very fun finding cosplays. And
yeah.
Like, I know this character.
Yeah, so good experience overall for your first con.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
I'm glad you had fun. Cause
getting really drunk was something that I could have done more of, but it was good.
We got enough drunk on that one day. We're kind of like, we took it easy the next day.
Yeah.
Everyone else was like dead. Me and Jim were the only ones like left alive for the most part, and Jim like probably alive longer than me when I won.
Yeah, the Monica panel. Yeah, I've never seen you so dead tired. You were like, you almost couldn't even like move. You were just like, I need to get out of here.
I need to walk. I need to keep moving. Like, I can't sit down after drinking like that much.
Yeah,
it's not a good idea.
No, totally.
But I had fun though. So I guess that's a con/drink talk that we had.
Root beer talk.
Yeah.
The Genji and Tracer talk.
Yeah, those were great drinks. The last time I went to that con, they had a Super Saiyan. It was like a Long Island lemonade with like a lot of tequila, and it was like kind of poorly made, but you didn't really care because you had to kind of get it. But those drinks were way better.
Okay, well, when you say poorly made, you mean it had a lot of liquor in it?
Not a lot of liquor. It felt like a lot of tequila.
That's a good drink, Sam. Yeah. He's giving you your money's worth.
Sure. But all right, and so what have you been doing then, after the con? Then not related to Cat Girls, or could be.
I've been watching an anime movie series called Kara no Kyokai, and it's kind of okay. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's kind of cool, but it doesn't really do too much for me. Except the person that does the OST does the Monica OST, so you know your boy likes that shit.
You can listen to it 24/7 and just play it on your friends like who don't care, never played the game.
Yeah. I beat Dark Souls 2. I just ordered Dark Souls 3. That should be coming soon. I'm excited. That's really it. We've been playing Bloodborne co-op. Yeah. Because Bloodborne is now free for PlayStation Plus users. So there's like all these people playing Bloodborne again. It's exciting.
I know. I've had it. I finally beat it, but it came free. But I beat Bloodborne for a time. Like, it was pretty fun. I liked it a lot. I didn't have nearly. Jim was like, I kind of blew through a lot of the bosses. Like Jim saying, like it took me forever. But like I beat it.
Shut your mouth. You're bragging.
I did.
Little humble bragger.
We're playing co-op though. We're stuck on the Bloodstarved Beast right now.
Fuck that boss. I fucking hate that boss.
He's terrible.
Insta kill charge. Get me out of here.
And I got Monster Hunter World. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Which I've been playing a little bit of, and I'm trying to think. I was thinking about getting the Dynasty Warriors, but I heard 9's not great, so I'm not probably gonna get that.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
I guess you're gonna hit a stinker eventually, but
yeah, they changed too much and like not good changes. So, and then I'm trying to think. I've watched the first episode of Made in Abyss, which I really liked.
Oh yeah.
Really cool.
You started watching Made in Abyss.
Yeah, I watched the first episode before like my internet went down for a couple of days, and I watched All Fully Coolly, which was fucking great. I loved it still. And I played Persona 5, trying to get through the second playthrough of that, which has been fun. Yeah, and I'm trying to think. Yeah, the first episode Made in Abyss pretty good. I like it. I love the visuals. I love the music. It just felt like I was watching like a movie, kind of like a Ghibli movie. It felt like.
Yeah, it really does. It's almost like uncanny that it has that Ghibli feel to it, especially early, with the backgrounds.
Kind of like the sun. I think the sunset's going on. The characters taking shadows.
The whole the world, whatever the town. I forget that the city has a name, but that whole city's fucking gorgeous. I love all the. There's so much detail paid to all the houses and the design of everything. The show's just awesome.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
I really liked it. I think that was my anime of the year last year. I think that's what I saw.
We won the Crunchyroll Awards for anime of the year,
which was awesome. I'm happy that it wasn't
My Hero
Boku no Piku
My Hero Awards.
Yeah, the Crunchyroll Awards also happened. I wanted to do a live show, but Sam was like, "No."
I was at my dad. I was at my dad's house.
I wish we could have done a live show.
Oh no! I was seeing my sister going to wrestle. That's what.
That's right. Yeah, I knew you were busy.
Yeah. You were keeping me updated, and I was reading
My Hero. That's
Dragon Maid beat Konosuba for best comedy.
Yeah, that was kind of inevitable. Konosuba doesn't have the push that Dragon Maid did.
I know, but it's so much better comedy.
It is. As a comedy, yes.
And My Hero won everything. My favorite thing was it Becca Continuation series. It was Marge comes in a lion, and then it plays My Hero with best opening.
That's so good.
It's so bad.
Some guys in a lion get wrecked.
Did you watch the Gagak the nutshell video?
No, I forgot to watch that.
Yeah, so that happened.
I felt like I just had seen it already.
Yeah, that happened though. The show.
Yeah, that was funny.
So yeah, and I think that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think what I'm going like. I don't think I'm going to be playing anything right now, or what. I'm still going to go through Maiden Abyss slowly, but I'm been caught up on like everything I've missed like the past couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Anything else for you?
No, I don't think so. I thought I started a new anime. Maybe not. Oh, Laid Back Camp. I started watching Laid Back Camp. It's a current airing show. It's called Euro Camp in Japanese.
Oh, I had money to shut up about.
It is, like, okay, I don't really normally like the cute girls doing cute things genre, but I've becoming, like, the older I get, the more, like, sentimental I get about it, which is, like, weird and, like, autistic, but, so it's basically just about these girls that go camping, but it is filmed, it's really pretty, and, like, it really takes its time, because the first episode is literally just a girl goes biking to see Mount Fuji on, like, this one lake, and then she just camps, and they do it during the off-season. That's the gimmick. Because they don't want to deal with crowds.
You may Snapchat that guy from me saying, "Look at me and my girl, like, when you drink next there, like she's like in the show." Like, what the fuck is going on?
I was also drinking.
I know you clearly.
Whenever I drink, it just heightens my emotions. So I enjoy watching anime like that when I drink. And I was just damn man. I was feeling it. There's a part where she's going around and she builds a fire, and I was just like in love. Like I'm obsessed with fire, in like that kind of like primal way where. I am like whenever I build a fire, I like hover over it like the whole night. I'm fascinated with it. Mm-hmm. So seeing a cute little anime girl do that made me feel good, man.
I'm sure. I'll take your word for it, man.
All right, that's all I have to say.
All right, so then, Jim, where can they find us? Then
we're on YouTube.
Yes.
At the Nyancast.
Yes.
We're on iTunes.
Yes.
At the Nyancast.
Yes.
Give us a like, give us a comment, give us a subscribe, give us what you want to give. Mm-hmm. I might give you something back.
Oh. Yeah. I won't.
We recently got a few more subscribers than normal, which is nice.
That's cool. That's neat.
Yeah. A little bump from
after hiatus.
A little bump from your sister, Brittany Blake. Brittany Blake.
Yeah.
She's gonna break your back.
Probably.
So many thanks to her.
Yeah. Hi, Britt.
I'd love to have Britt on an episode.
You're my favorite sister.
I would love to have Britt on an episode sometime if she'd want to do it.
Yeah, she come from. Yeah, she.
We'll have to get her to pick something.
Yeah, bring your laptop to next con then.
Oh hell yeah. I was thinking about that.
Oh, we do Monica talk because she watched Monica.
Oh, that'd be good.
So she loves that.
Yeah.
She did a homer at Katsu.
Or we could just binge. We'll binge an entire season of like Love Live in the con room, and then
no,
we'll have a very live discussion about it.
A Love Live.
Love Live discussion.
No.
Shut your fucking mouth. All right.
You know what? You said your fucking mouth. You're the one who fucking said it. Bastard.
I didn't mean to make a pun. All right.
Anywhere else they can find us?
Nope. Oh, Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Actually, I'm a little more active on Twitter nowadays.
Jim trying to keep up on the Twitter?
Yeah.
I'm very inactive all places, so...
Sam doesn't do anything.
Hey, you want me to do something, let me know, but if not, I don't care.
Alright, you can run the Instagram account, but you have to take a selfie every day.
No, I hate pictures.
You have to take a cat of your selfie every day.
I hate pictures.
Think of all the cute girls that'll be like, oh, look at this cute guy. Putting himself out there.
Putting himself out there. Look at my foot. I have a bunch of stray cats like you're like here, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, so yeah. Other than that, I'm not gonna do that. But we have JoJo Side Podcast. We're talking about Part 8 and a couple other spoiler casts for the other parts to take a listen to. That's all on YouTube. Yeah, and it has some other Nyancast and like season. We also do some seasonal shows as well.
Yeah, we like doing those.
Past and present seasonal shows.
Future and past.
Yeah, well, yeah, some current ones like Killing Bites, and some past ones like Dragon Maid and Junie Tyson.
Yes.
So, thank you very much for listening to this episode about one episode of an anime on Netflix.
I honestly didn't think we were going to get a whole episode out of this. I thought we were going to get maybe like 5 minutes of discussion.
Yeah, we actually went like 25 minutes talking about the one episode, so...
It was a decent discussion.
Somehow. But it was very cool. I'm glad I watched that, though.
Yeah, me too.
So, thank you for listening to this talk of one episode. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I've been Jim.
I'm Sam.
Bye.
Bye-bye.